think my story is a little bit inglorious because I came to the temple in 1976 and stayed for 5 months, then I went away. I joined in Portland, Oregon. Dina Bandhu was the temple president. And I went away because I couldn't stand the Christmas marathon. I got arrested and thrown in jail, and Dina Bandhu teased me. He said, "Don't worry, we'll put books in the prison library." So when I got out, I just went home with my mother. But I tried to go back to college and whatnot, and everything was totally tasteless. And then springtime came, and I started thinking about Rath Yatra. So I called my local temple, which was Baltimore Temple, and asked if there was a Rath Yatra. And they said, "Oh, we're going to New York for Rath Yatra." You know, I said, "Well, can I get a ride?" So I went to the temple, and they gave me a ride to New York. And the whole way, they preached to me, and I decided to move back into the temple. So that was the summer of '77. And then I vowed to Gornitai, Nitai Gaurasuna, that I would never leave again. And things were difficult, but I persisted. And then in the fall, Srila Prabhupada became very ill and left his body. And I thought, wow, this is a disaster. Yeah. So we were rounded up and were introduced to Satsrit Maharaj, where there was a meeting in the office of the Philadelphia Temple. And all the prospective disciples were introduced to Satsrit Maharaj. And I thought, oh, this is really wonderful. I have heard of Satsrit Maharaj when I was in Portland. I'm not sure why, because I think you were GBC in Berkeley. And I had also heard you in Washington, D.C. while I was still a Bhakteen. You were preaching about the 5th canto and how we should believe Srila Prabhupada. And I listened to you and I thought, I want to have that kind of conviction. So I was already impressed with Satsrit Maharaj, and we were introduced and began a Shiksha relationship. So then I was initiated in the following July in 1978 after Philadelphia Rath Yatra. And what I remember about that was it was very hot. I don't know what day of the month it was, but we went through Rath Yatra and I was totally exhausted, and we got to the festival site and somebody was selling refreshments, and I had a little change and I stopped and I bought a refreshment. And I turned around and I was having my refreshment, and I looked up and you were just sitting there on the Rath cart looking at me. And I thought, oh, this is horribly embarrassing. What am I doing? You know? But that was before initiation, and afterwards I tried to be a little more austere. So I served in Philadelphia Temple for some time, and then was betrothed to be married, went to Boston and Binghamton, New York, and ultimately back to Philadelphia and then to Gitanagari. And I had jotted some notes about renewing our vows and our determination at this anniversary of Vyasa Puja, and I don't think I can quite speak those things right now because I'm just a little out of sorts. But thank you very much for everything, and may I continue to serve you in whatever capacity I can, and I hope to increase. Thank you very much.